Hi, welcome back. Aurum here. Today we'll continue our playthrough in Genshin Impact Durin story quest. Last time, the Act 3 or the third day, which called probability or something, it's actually a little bit of a recap of what happened in Simulanka, the part where we actually not rescue, we befriend or something. I don't know. Basically, the Lego Durin part of the event. You also see a cameo, technically. You see Box Kirara, and Nilu, also Navia. But throughout the quest, we don't see head guy. But when we come back to after the story part done, we go to the book again. We learn that something happening. Like, not to mention, somehow the people in Mondstadt forget about Durin. That's a bit weird. So how does that affected the memory? I mean, obviously it has something to do with Irmin's soul, because Wanderer also mentioning Irmin's soul. Technically, it is not directly the cat Wanderer. I believe he said, don't get closer to me, because I think it's something to do with Irwin Soul, because as we know it, during Sumiro Archon Quest, or Nahid Archon Quest, I don't know. But still, there is one where Wanderer become basically the whole thing where he affected the Irwin Soul 3, the one where we actually name him basically Wanderer first banner. That's the easier way to. I don't remember which version, 3.4 maybe, I don't know. But yeah, something to do with Irwin Soul, everyone changing memory. I don't know how this affected the thing. Like, why did, when we did the story, it's affected who has power to. I mean, Alice probably, I guess. I don't know. And beside that, okay, let's enter first. I'm gonna tell you something that I read something. So when I log in for daily in the morning, basically as usual, for me at least, Paimon said that we got a letter from Jin, and then Durin is waking up, so we're gonna go back to Mondstadt. The problem is, how do we get the letter? I mean, technically, every single time the new event started, Paimon always said that, oh, look like something happened, blah blah blah. I mean, of course, that's probably just to remind us. Technically, you don't really need something like that, but if in the lore perspective, how do you think the letter from Jin able to go through us? Is this some bird or something, messenger? I don't know. But I know it's not big deal. Actually, it's just every single event, not just Genshin, every game. There was something like that to remind us that the event just started, in a way. Got 10 kilometer away. By the way, before that, so I read the book. For those who doesn't know, I keep saying this, that I will read the Little Witch and the Undying Flame, because they mentioned the book at the beginning. So I assume the book is important to what is collecting? Collecting, not started. Oh, I see. Collected. Can you sort it by the one I read or not? I don't know. The one without new. I don't think so. So by something. There's so many book I need to. By the way, yeah. So this one. So this is Little Witch, the Little Witch and the Undying Flame story, for at least 5 volumes. It's basically a Little Witch bizarre adventure. There's some volume they're talking about her a young lady, a fortune teller, talking about want to be witch familiar. I don't know what happened to the young lady. It just stopped at volume 2. and then volume 3. So I think this was Anya, right? Anya's a few times here talking as a narrator, not as the writer to the reader, talking about, you know what I'm talking about. What's like this? I don't know. Maybe this is actually not released. It's like a script or something. I don't know. Is it a release book or I don't remember. I don't remember where we got this actually. You should probably check where we got this. Maybe it's connected to something else. Maybe actually, yeah, I should check it now. I realized that because it seemed important. Like where we get the Little Witch and the Undying Flame uh, book. Where we got it from? Let's check. The Little Witch and the Undying Flame. Undying Flame. Where did we get this? Let's see. Oh, what the? Ah, when we okay, so I opened so I don't know. Maybe we have. I don't. So in the Genshin website, let's see where the. Oh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay, I should. It's a spoiler. Oh shit. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna read it first. I'm gonna do this later because I get a spoiler by the way. During quest. So each volume apparently written by different people. Okay, so this book is important. I don't read the detail. I just read the if you go to the Genshin wiki thing, the top part is basically saying the volume and then who write the author of that volume, and then we see the name. I don't really see who name who. The only thing I read was the first one was Alice. The volume one was partially no 1 through 10. Oh no, 1 through 7 partially Alice. But each of the witches actually wrote the book, not just Anya. I don't really see who I don't really see the who wrote which poem because the moment they said Alice, I was like, maybe I should click the reference because they have reference here, the 1.1 and 2, and I click 1.2 and go to the bottom page, and it said from Rubedo Chapter Part 1. So basically, it's from uh, Durin Story Quest. We're gonna get the answer for that, I guess, soon. So yeah, never mind. Good thing I didn't really read the rest. I only see Ali's part, which is the book said that all the 7 volume partially. We said part 1, part 2 until 7. Alice not written, partially what do you call it again? Responsible, not responsible. One of the author, co-author or something. Where the rest of the which volume, the rest of the volume was written by different witches. And I believe I actually read the last one because when you see the reference, the reference on the last one, and the last one actually this one written by Anya. I don't know who the second and the sixth one because it was fast. I skim reading. I don't really read the name. I just see the volume one our list, and then the last one when gonna see the reference, it said Anya there. So this one, the seventh. No wonder. Okay, so when I read this, the content of each chapter is weird. Like I feel like some chapter feel interconnected, but some it's not. Like from volume 2, like I said, this is okay. So I guess I can actually figure out who created the second volume. I believe the second volume was created by Barbelot. Why? Because of the fortune teller in the story. That's a hint, I guess. Volume 3, actually, I can guess as well. The volume 3 was about after the event in volume 2, which somehow it's not really. We don't know what happened to the fortune teller at the end because she said that there's a chance that she become a monster if it's failed to become a familiar of the witch, of the little witch, basically. But just it and then cut like this over here. I don't know what happened. And volume 3 was something different. So the little witch encounter three uh, like hunter or something, the demon king hunter. So I assume when I was read this, what is demon king? Is it like the actual demon king in the story where the final boss thing in the hero story? But no, demon king is a race. So basically, it's not. It's like killing what ghost or something like a species or something like that. It's not actually a title because there are so many different demon king here. Like this one mimic demon king, and this one is interesting. I think because of the whole thing with alchemy, the theme about transform. I believe this was made by gold. The volumetry, I think this was gold. Also, there's something. There's another which I keep saying Octavia, right? I was saying so because of Klee mentioned Octavia back then in the event. This event, if this patch, the one with the marathon thing. I don't remember who she was. I like, oh, who is Octavia? Why Klee mentioned Octavia beside Nicole and Barbelot? I think she only mentioned Barbelot, Nicole, and Octavia. I don't remember if she mentioned Anya. So does mean Klee is not born yet when Anya was still alive? Maybe I don't remember actually. Maybe she also. No, I don't think so. I think she only mentioned Nicole, Barbelot, and Octavia. Yeah, I don't. She doesn't mention Gold as well. They call. I mean, she call them auntie because of course. So Octavia appear in the story. Okay, let's check volume 4 now. So volume 4 was technically the continuation of the volume 3. Funny enough, but the difference is it's more about politics somehow. So about how so the witch didn't kill the little witch didn't kill the demon king. The great demon king here the last thing we see. So she tried to kill. Oh yeah, speaking of the great demon king in the volume 3, there's a phrase that say if the witch kill demon king, she will grow stronger. Maybe it is connected to whatever the gold does. I don't know. But volume 4 is more of like how to communicate with the other, like I don't know, it's more like politics, like how to handle situation where who should, like I don't know how to show it's hard to the exact word. So I assume not to mention this is the one they mentioned about. So in the beginning of the story I believe they mentioned a race called Nephilim, which is a combination between human and god, like a hybrid, like this is said. So I assume the one who write volume 4 probably something or someone who connected to Nephilim, sort of, which is technically an angel, right? I assume this is made by Nicole. That's what I think. I don't. So I will never figure. I never think about each chapter. Each volume was authored by different witch, created by different witch. If I didn't see that thing, I just want to know where we got the book. But then I still don't know where. I don't know where. We're gonna check that at the end, where we actually got this book. Maybe we got this during Simulanka. Actually, I don't know. But then Simulanka is. I don't think we ever get book. No, 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 no. I don't think so. I think we got this book from Imaginarium Theater. It was scattered around the room, I think. I remember. Maybe, I don't know. Like, we're gonna check later, I guess. But yeah, if this is in the Imaginarium Theater, then it makes sense that each witch probably, I mean, it's probably in the permanent content, is what I'm saying. It's not, I do we get the book in Simulanka. Anyway, that's volume 4. Volume 5 is short. Yeah, exactly. This is this. Volume 5 basically saying the crystal ball, the thing that was said in the chapter 2, it absurdly ended. I don't know. Maybe it was added by someone else at the last part of chapter 2, like this one. So in chapter 2, after the many paragraph here, there are one extra paragraph at the bottom, like this. Actually, the story behind this crystal ball, it's and then it's cut. I don't know what happened. I think this was made by a different person, not by Herbelot. maybe, I don't know, because of the extra paragraph here, extra sentence at the end, and it's connected to chapter 5. Chapter 5 is really short. This is probably the witch I don't know the name of. I don't. So I said I don't know one of the witch name. Like if it, so it was Alice. We know Gold. We know Barbelot. We know Nicole. We know Anya. We know Octavia now. So that's 6. I don't know who the 7th one. And I think the one who created volume 5 is the 7th one. I don't know why, but to the 7th one, the 7 which is the volume 5 basically, it was really short, and it just saying that some the listen so uh, the little witch, the title basically the summary of the whole thing is that the little witch given a task or to become a witch. See the final is like school, right? The school academy, the witch academy. So the final thing, the task that she need to be done. So they have different. They're using lot system, like you grab topic randomly, and whoever get that topic will do whatever that topic said. And somehow the little witch got the task to prove the existence of the undying fire or something. So that's what happened. And then this say here the crystal ball light up, and then say the one of the teachers somehow say that you unable to obtain, you like fail basically something. I don't know what happened. I don't know how that's connection, but whoever this witch is, which I assume. So I assume the Wonder Witch. So don't wait. So yeah, I forgot the name. There's 7 witch. Each witch has some title like the Merry Witch, Alice, the Story Witch, Anya, and the Wonder Witch. I think the Wonder Witch is Octavia because it say here actually in the volume 7, volume 6. This was made by Octavia, 100% because Octavia is one in the story. This is. I mean, look at this. That's the name Octavia there. The thing that I've been saying. Who is this? It's here, Octavia. So she is the Wonder Witch. Basically, she was among traveling from world to world. I think she is not in Teyvat currently. I don't know what she does, but these things, everything say he. Basically, this is said what happened, what she doing in actual Teyvat term, not in the story term. In this story, Undying Witch, Undying Fire, the Little Witch. So, like, where was it? Over here, there's something. The little witch, the main character, talking to Octavia or something like. Basically, she's the one. Anyway, the point is she's the one witch. That's just the important part, I think. And also saying that the world is dying and the universe is dying. Like what? I don't know what happened. But yeah, this is probably Octavia, the Wonder Witch. So I don't know who's the fifth witch title was. I know Merry Witch, Wonder Witch, Story Witch, Wise Witch. I don't remember what Gold was, and then I don't remember what Barbelot. I should check the volume, not volume, the book. I should check the book again, and we're gonna go to the prophecy once again, just to see who's the title. But and then I read this. So this one was made, but yeah. And then when go to the volume 7, the writing very different. This feel like someone who actually know how to write story. No wonder when I go to this 7, I was gonna say that. And okay, that also the Undying Fire. It was Octavia who mentioned the Undying Fire. I see. Okay, interesting. But yeah, volume 7. This was okay. This I mean, I know now because I read that part. This was made by Anya. The how she wrote this. I mean, the volume 7 writer who Anya is very very different. There's also someone called the Star of Scorpio, which is the old witch who hold the dying fire, the dying fire, undying fire thing. Anyway, my point is, like, look at this. The volume 7 so different compared to the other volume. No wonder it's story witch. I mean, Anya. I feel like even if you don't read volume 1 through volume 6, just volume 7 is actually the actual story maybe of the Undying Witch and Undying Witch, the Little Witch and the Undying Fire. Like I don't feel you need to read any other volume. I feel like like I said before I read where I said that the Little Witch a Bizarre Adventure, like it's probably volume 1 to volume 6 maybe. Volume 7, however, is actual story of this Little Witch and the Undying Fire, I think. Now that I think about it, because of what happened, because I read who the author was, I just was a mistake. It's not really a spoiler, actually it doesn't, but they said they're gonna told who each which that write the volume, which is okay. I'm gonna see that anyway. I'm gonna see this event. I don't know maybe in Act 4 today or maybe tomorrow in the final act of Durin agent story. I mean, what agent story? Character quest. No, character story. No, what do you call it in Genshin? Anyway, that's all. A bit of not engine, but should I read this? My only regret is actually just reading who the author was. Now maybe the reveal is not. I mean, technically, I read it without knowing who created. I assume it was Anya who made everything, but now the moment, but just because of that reveal through the database to the wiki, it makes sense now. It makes sense why its volume is written differently, especially volume 5. Why volume 5 so short? Like who is actually the image? I forgot. The image actually. Okay, so the image. I see. Ah, wait a minute. Okay. Oh, it's okay. They have. Okay, let's go to volume 1. I haven't read this, by the way. Those of part 1 have so basically. Let's talk about the cover of the book. This cover is actually telling the story of the volume 7. Funny enough. So there's the one with the broom is basically the Little Witch, I think, and the one with fire, that's the Star of Scorpio, the one that was talked about, not the one that Little Witch meet in volume 7, which actually the cover is actually the story that by Anya. So technically, the cover telling the story about. Anyway, let's read a description for each volume. This is interesting. I don't know. We actually have different description here. The binding and layout are exquisitely made, but the actual content is all handwritten. Okay, so it's a handwriting. Judging from the handwriting, there is more. Oh, okay. This is actually giving us the hint. Okay, never mind. Okay, okay. I see. Judging from the handwriting, there's more than one author. Don't fuss about what we're writing. We're writing. Okay. The cover needs to look good. That's the only way it will give off that masterpiece feeling. But the cover actually telling about volume 7 is interesting because it's actually the one whom the which is Anya's story. Not Anya's story, the Anya made story. The actual little story, Little Witch and the Undying Flame. Anyway, this part, I believe it was Alice writing the first one. And also she also helping writing the other volume. I think that what they said in the wiki, but I don't see the detail. Anyway, volume 2 was you are more than halfway through and you haven't even pushed the plot forward one iota. Why is it all about the setting? And what would you know besides this stuff isn't fleshing the setting up, is elucidating natural science and other is who said this, by the way? Who created this description? Volume 2 was about the fortune teller. The setting, okay. Now volume 3. Some mysterious handwriting appeared before the main text. Okay, it's so rare for R to be in her right mind for a spell. Should she really be wasting the precious little lucid time she has fighting it? Lucid time, interesting. Don't worry, for a witch, this is the most important thing. Okay, so who? I feel like this is written by the other witch. And R is probably, I mean, like I said, volume 3, I assume, was written by Rene's daughter or Gold. And it says here R, so basically it is. But yeah, okay, this is interesting. Sorry for the tangent, but it's important because it's connected to whatever the Durin thing about. Technically, this Durin story, besides a recap of what happened in Simulanka, also talking about Hex and Circle, technically, more detail about them, so we're gonna see more of them. Oh, what is this? Saritsa there. Volume 4 was, I believe, I think Nicole. Maybe. Some mysterious handwriting appear. Okay, what is some mysterious handwriting? Before the main text. Saritsa be good. Are this? How are there this many? Why this it Saritsa be good? Please have mercy on this old bone, would you? So the one who write the volume 4 is Nicole, but the one who read this part of the description, basically the text before the main text, the handwriting before the main text. I think this is the one from obviously Snezhnaya, whoever that was. Is Octavia? Who is the witch from? Is it the one who made volume 5? So I still don't know. I don't remember who. I think actually that's the one which that has apprentice during the first introduction to Hexen Circle back then, the event. But I don't remember who's the witch name actually. Is it G? Something with J. I believe, yeah, I remember something like J. I think it started with J. I don't know the full name though. I remember J because somehow I remember a Russian name, something from J anyway. But yeah, that's probably written by J, whoever that name is that I just remember from a second ago, just a glimpse. The writing here is practically a message scroll. Perhaps the author doesn't really write much, or perhaps something happened. This is J, right? It said here old one, so J is old. J just like Anya, they are human, I guess. So they die, and then J has apprentice, but Anya didn't. Volume 6 was Octavia. Is this still necessary to write this? The present moment being what it is. Allow me then. Opportunities to return to this world are few. Oh, this is Octavia, yeah. The Wonder Witch. Alice would think the same if it didn't continue, that everything would have been meaningless from the start. Okay. So Octavia is alive. We don't know. We see outside of Tevat currently. And this is actually the one Anya. The binding and layout are exquisitely made, but the actual... Isn't this the same description as the first one? Yeah. Okay, I see. So Anya actually helping volume 1, I guess, I think. Judging from handwriting, they are more than one author, but this is different description and different text at the end. I have already found the meaning of writing, that is to tell you. So I do so wish you were here too. What is that supposed to mean? Okay. So that's the description. So yeah, I think we got this from Imagarium Theater, I think. Because I remember I picked something, a book, when the Imaginarium Theater was first introduced, but I don't remember what book. But if I'm being honest, the most reliable, not the most possible book was actually this book, The Witches, The Little Witch and the Undying Fire. But at the time, I mean, I don't read it, any book. I rarely read any book. Because of the story, say, the book, I read it. Just like the Very Harry, I read, paradoxically, no, I've read Very Harry before. But anyway, let's continue. Gene letter thing, let's go see the description for this verse. It said here, Revelation beneath the star. This is the fourth day. Why do people start to forget Durin? You and Pamon have no clue. Just then the magic book offer another hint. M story does not end in Simulanka. I see. How did she? My point is, the book technically, the third part, the Act 3, is retelling the story in Simulanka. But then, when she wrote the story, I don't think Simulanka is still. I mean, we the event in Simulanka happened recently, so I don't think so. How did she? I don't know. But we will see. The next chapter seems to lead to where Dren first set foot in this world. Is technically in Sumeru with Wanderer, but I don't know about how did I still don't understand who is this book actually created by Anya or someone else? I don't know. Revelation Beneath the Star, that's a subtitle. But I just realized the title for Durin is actually The Magic Known. Is ours this? The Magic Known as Storytelling? Let's go check story quest. Oh, we cannot. Oh, that's not how. I guess this. I wanna check the actual name of the chapter. I mean, we know Rubedo, Draco Rubedo, but that's his constellation, I believe. No, it's not here. I need to. So when you click correct, for example, you can see there's different chapter here. Is the thing the subtitle? I don't know. I'm gonna check after I finish the story at the end. So the magic known as storytelling. This is probably the subtitle, not Revelation Beneath the Star. Anyway, let's teleport to. Actually, I haven't got. Yeah, I haven't talked to Liben yet. So let's do that first. So yeah, the first 30 minutes actually talking about the Undying Flame with a bit of spoiler, but then again, I will figure it out, I guess, when I read this. If I read the description of the book, not the actual written thing on the book, I will realize that. I mean, it clearly said at the beginning there, the fall one, that many people read or write the book, and I could probably assume the witches. There are 7 of them, and 7 witches, 7 volume makes sense. And I can probably guess because I read the book who write who, except probably I still don't know if the volume 5 written by the one from Nesnaya J, right? I don't know why I remember the name recently because when I remembering the event, the one with I remember the one with the disciple, the apprentice of the Nesnayan witch, the one who marry, I believe, marry, and then yeah, something like that. Is that Jean? Okay, before we talking to Jean, I'm gonna actually I want to visit the book again because I think just in case, can you actually check the book? Is it still in the office? What I'm saying is, I remember hearing the word J during the. I just remember that when I remember the event, remembering the event, like you know. And the word J remind me of Yahoda. Basically, it remind me of a Russian name because I assume it is a Russian name. So I don't. No, the book is not here. Anyway, I will. So I guess I'm gonna check the Act 2 again after I finish Act 4. I wanna see the title for each witches. I think I remember the other. I mean, Alice and Co and friend talking about the other 3 witches that did not attending during birth. Why are you sitting there? I don't see Durin. That's not. That's Jean. Why? Anyway, let's go. Okay, interesting. Now, after I read that, I feel like I have more information for some reason, even though it's just extra stuff that I should probably learn years ago because I believe Imaginarium Theater was released last year or something.
無事手紙が届いたようだな。彼は目が覚めたばかりだ。
I mean, like
あそこのベンチにいる。
oh, over there.
私はここにいるから、
Like Egmont
必要
ago.
があれば声をかけてくれ。
Okay.
心配するなって。オイラたちは大丈夫だから。
So for those who doesn't know, Jin voice actor is the same as Castores, but I think I said this before in Star Rail Flight. I don't really like how she voiced Castores. The Castores talking really slow. But if you look at Jin here, Chiwa Saito-san was the voice actor for both of them.
無事手紙が届いたようだ
She
な。
talk like
彼は
human.
目が覚めたばかりだ。
I mean, like normal people,
あそこのベン
if
チ
you
に
know
い
what
る。
I'm talking about.
私はここにいるから、必要があれば声をかけてくれ。
Like, you know, like human. Like, I'm currently also doing the Star Rail playthrough, obviously the main quest, like, but I say something similar when Black Swan and the Dahlia. I know it's just engine, by the way. When Black Swan and Dahlia, both of them talking really slow as well. I don't really like how they talk. And then Aventurin, I said this is how I like the way Aventurin talk. She talk like human. I don't know how to say it. I not like human. It's more like people. Like you're not in the storybook. You're not playing. You're not doing a stage play. You know the way people talk are different when you actually playing as an actor, like 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 Romeo and Juliet thing. So and the actual people you watch on the like talking on the street conversation. The same thing with Castores. Castores talking like always like that. I don't understand. So when I see Jean here, this is what I like when people talk basically.
無事手紙が届いたようだな。彼は目が
Because
覚めたばかりだ。
for those who doesn't
あ
know,
そこのベンチにいる。
Shiwa Saito
私は
voiced
ここにいるから、必要があれ
Senjo
ば
Gahara
声をか
Hitagi
けてくれ。
from Bakemonogatari. Basically, Bakemonogatari is one of my favorite anime, not anime actually, visual novel, no, light novel. And I mean, of course, I actually like the anime as well, but yeah, Senjo Gahara. What I'm saying is, I know it's just tangent. Anyway, let's go back to the story.
旅人とパイモン？気を失った時のことを思い出したよ。
Yeah, what happened to you?
君が抑え込んでくれなかったら、僕は。
Is that the abyss thing? Anger issue or something? Actually, no, maybe not anger. I don't know. I mean, we've seen the scene before when his eyes glow red back then at the beginning of the story, right?
今は大丈夫。でも僕、
Yes.
みんなに忘れられてしまったんだね。
Yeah, how? The only thing I can think about, like I said before, Irmin's soul. Something or someone do something to Irmin's soul.
大丈夫だぞ。きっと解決策があるはずだ。何があったのか教えてくれないか？
すごく不思議な感じだった。
Okay.
みんなに忘れられているって気づいたとき、自分と自分の体とのつながりが突然失われた気がしたんだ。
Hmm.
僕
The
の
actual
今の
Durin.
体にはもともとアビスの力が封印されてる。だからかな。つながりが途絶えると力も制御できな
Are
く
you
なった。
saying Durin still alive inside Durin body? I mean, that sounds weird saying Durin twice, but you know, the dragon Durin. Okay. So, this is proof that the Durin, the real Durin, maybe I don't know if this is proof or not actually, but so Anya said that Durin has a tragic fate, right? At what? And she said, what if Durin actually just trying to find friend or something? Maybe she doesn't. Maybe he doesn't actually try to find friend. Maybe he really want to destroy thing. I don't know. There's something I don't understand there. So during when Anya said that in chapter 2, Act 2, I assume Nicole was there, so I don't think much. But after Gold talk, the granddaughter, now I'm questioning that dialogue, the conversation with between Anya and the witches. why did they, not just Anya actually, just ask Gold why she do what she does? Maybe they did before, so they just, okay, just fail experiment, no big deal, or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, let's moving on. It's been long.
その後みんなの僕を呼ぶ声が聞こえて、やっと体とのつながりを取り戻せたんだ。
体とのつながりを失った。ってことは、この体の問題ってことか？
ううん。
Did I skip
ア
that?
ルベドの錬金術の問題じゃないと思う。
Mhm.
急にたくさんの人がお前のことを忘れちゃったってことの方が重要か。
Oh, yes, very smart traveler. Yes, it has something to do with the book, definitely. But maybe more than that.
それなら
It
アリ
means
スに聞
soul.
くしかないな。でもこんなに時間が経ってるのにまだ連絡をくれないなんて。
Is she still? So this is something that I want to know. In the old story quest, not recently, like old before 4.0 or maybe 5.0, I don't know. When so some story quest took place in between certain story, the main story, right? Back then, when you do the story in different order, the sum of the dialogue change. For example, okay, this one actually interesting. Mona quest. Mona quest. If you did that first, not just, I mean, at least I think I today, like if you start Genshin today and then you do the Mona quest, the event there, the first time you meet Mona, that is actually the first time you meet Mona. Like, but if you do remember during the 1.1 event or 1.1.0, Mona was part of the event, the one where Scaramouche say the sky is fake or something. And during that event, we actually meet Mona in Mondstadt. So depending on what you did first, if you did the event first, or if you did the Mona story first, when you meet Mona at the beginning of either of the event or the story, she says something different. Depending, this happened before, beside that event. This happened with Scaramouche when we first time met Scaramouche in Inazuma. If you did the event, Scaramouche will say something different as well. But for those who didn't, they have different dialogue basically. The same thing happened with, if I remember, Charlotta. So Charlotta was first introduced in TCG event before Fontaine. During that event, we meet Charlotta who come to every different location. Basically, the event the TCG took place in Mondstadt, in Azuma, and Sumeru, I believe. Actually, we actually discovered the founder of the TCG, I believe. I think during that event we introduced with Charlotta. So when we go to, I remember when the first time go to Fontaine before we enter the Aerobus, Charlotta, we meet Charlotta there. So if for those who do the event, Charlotta we say different thing. She does not introduce herself because I already know her. But for those who didn't do, basically who start the game after the event end, which probably during Fontaine, she will introduce herself there, Charlotte. I think there are many more instant that Genshin did this. Actually, yeah, it has only happened between event and not actually between. Yeah, I was wrong. I assume between Archon quest and story quest interconnected, but I guess it's not. So why I say this again? Well, because Alice here. So basically, what I'm saying is this, Durin, we can do this anytime. Like you can do this later on in the future after you finish Luna patch, all of the Luna patch. What I'm thinking is when we start Luna 6, Luna 4 in the new in the update, in a few days from now, I believe the requirement probably finishing Durin story quest. If not, then this Durin quest can be done anytime. But if it is the requirement, then currently Alice, the one that Paimon asking here, is still investigating the border, probably. That's the goal. That's why I explained the whole thing. It's actually a bit of tension there again. But yeah, my point is, I want to know exactly where Turin event. Like I keep saying this since the beginning of the Turin story quest. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to know when this event, this Turin story quest took place. Like how long after Luna 3 story. Anyway, moving on.
噂をしてたら来たりしないかな。
Oh, so the hint opened randomly. Then how and why did we went to Storm Terror lair before instead of just let the book open in Mondstadt? And how did we know the hint will open in? I don't know actually. I don't remember. Yeah, who said? I thought Durin was read the hint before, and then he assumed that the hint was about Storm Terror lair. So we actually following Durin into Storm Terror lair to hear about the hint ourselves or something, but maybe not. I don't know.
高く立ちはだかる城壁を越えて物語の枝を外に出すにはどうしたらいいのでしょう。
Something pick the branch.
魔法使いは世界で最も大きな木を探し求めて
Ooh,
物語の世界を後にしました。
I knew it. This is Irmin so. So why the first sentence? How could the story wouldn't rise of horse behind story? I see. So I guess we're gonna see Wanderer, the real Wanderer, not the story head Wanderer today.
高い高い木の上に身を置く場所を求め、手の中の枝をそこに接ぎ木しようとしたのです。さあ、そこへ向かいなさい。この枝をかすめた最初の風が待つ地へ。
Wait, I'm actually gonna go to the wind area with the giant tree, not actually Irmin's. I mean, I don't know how to get to Invincible anyway.
新しいヒントだな。物語はまだ終わりじゃなかったのか。
It's not. My point is, no, I think when you said, are you talking about Academia? The tree? There's so many giant tree.
街から出る。一つ気になったんだけど、この物語が僕の経歴を表しているとす
I
れば、
remember
僕が
Wanderer
シムランカを出
Tokyo
た後
to
に起きたこと
Academia.
も、この物語の一部だったりするのかな。
My question is, how did this book know what happened to Durin? Ayashi.
そのでも
Paimon.
だったらなんで魔女 M はそれを知ってたんだ？
Yes.
それにもしそうだとしたらこの物語の終わりってどこになるんだ？
Maybe I have the same intelligence as Paimon. I mean, Paimon is technically the hint giver. How do you say it? In the story? If you think about it, in the other story like in the RPG basically, Paimon is the character who will give you a hint of what to do next. Not just hint, also the character who question what the player supposed to question during that moment. So it makes sense if Paimon thinks similar to the way I think, because that's actually the thing that I've been questioning up to this point. How did this book know what's gonna happen? Unless this book was written later, I still don't know what this book is. Alice probably know. Yeah.
確かにそうだな。アリスとも連絡が取れない今、直接調査するしかなさそうだぞ。
What I'm saying is Paimon is an exposition character. That's what I'm saying.
今回の謎のヒントは何を指してるんだろうな。
Like the character who lead the main character into certain direction. What do you call them again? I don't know. Guide? I mean, yeah, I see a guide, but I know not in the sense in the story. Anyway, Academia maybe the biggest we're gonna see a Wonder. I think no Wonder actually isn't he still in Not Cry? I don't know how we're gonna see Wanderer. I just realized that.
世界で最も高く大きな木。それならシムランカを離れたばかりの頃に着いたあの場所だと思う。
Academia, I mean the only place you visit that I know of after a day of Simulanka, we have extra story. One of them was between Durin, Wanderer, and Nahida, which is so in exactly Durin was hiding inside Wanderer. I don't know where actually.
コーヒーが美味しくて読み切れないほどの本があるんだ。
Yes, Puspa Cafe. You mean
当たり。
coffee?
モンドでは図書館から手がかりを探し始めたよね。スメールシティにも大きな図書館があるから行ってみない？
We're gonna see Nahida or
そう
something?
だな。オイラもそれがいいと思うぞ。それじゃあ、ま
But
ずは
yeah,
ジン団長たちに知らせようぜ。
speaking of that, like I said, it's connected to Irminsul like 100% because we're gonna go to Semeru, especially the story. I mean, the memory stuff is probably. I mean, what else is at Irminsul?
君たちなりの考えがあるようだ。詳細は聞かないでおく。ただ、くれぐれも気をつけて。アルベドはもうしばらく戻ってこられないし、戻るまではその問題は脅威となりうる。
See how different Jin talk compared to Castores. So I keep comparing them because this tempo is the same voice actor. I know it's the different direction. I just don't really like the direction of when someone talking like a poet. I don't.
この間のことは本当にごめんなさい。
君を責めてるわけじゃない。ここにいるみんなもそういうつもりはないんだ。むしろ逆で、みんな君のことを心配しているんだ。
心配？
Of course, your friend.
ついてきてくれ。
Oh?
君が目覚めたと聞いて、みんな様子を見にやってきた。
Okay, the other. Okay, who else is here? All. Who is all?
み
Okay,
んな。
that's okay. I thought there will be more.
物語の本を完成させようとして
Where's
るんですってね。
Amber? Eula. I never seen Eula in the story. Want to see part of the Favonius Night.
やっぱりリサ先生は僕の疑問にうまく答えてくれるね。戻るまで待ってて。お母さんが残した物語も僕とみんなの物語もきっと完成させてみせるから。
Okay, interesting. That's just the Favonius Night, except Eula. So I don't know where Eula is actually. Is she somewhere? Maybe I don't know. Because Mika actually isn't Mika part of Eula platoon or something? I don't know. I forgot. And Amber probably doing somewhere as well. Outrider doing Outrider thing as usual. Anyway, let's go to Sumeru. If we see Wanderer here, does that mean Wanderer come back to Sumeru to investigate about the Torre again? Or I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Oh, Fatui. Why Fatui? See, sometimes the loading screen tell you what you're gonna meet. And because it's Fatui, so I assume it's Harbinger, which means probably we're gonna see. I think I'm in the wrong location. We're gonna go to the library, yeah? Asdana, okay. Wait, not Asdana. What the library again? The name of the library in Academia, I forgot. House of Diana or something, Diana. But anyway, let's go. But yeah, if it's a wanderer, I wanna know what his answer is. It the mushroom location? What I keep anyway, what his answer is. Since it's in, I'm gonna go using Nahida skill to whoever show up. Because we in Sumeru. Who we gonna meet? Maybe Nahida actually. I mean, who else, right? Archon herself. The branch of Invincible.
ここに来るまではモンドの図書館と同じように本を探すだけだと思ってたけど、ここの本って言っても
Yeah, there's too many book here. There's too many.
どこから手をつけたらいいんだろうね。
Someone gonna show up. Who is it?
今回のヒント自体あまりはっきりしてないからな。
Okay, this is actually interesting. Does this mean that Anya actually visited Sumeru at some point in her life? Maybe, I don't know.
だな。この図書館にも変なことが起きてないか確認してみようぜ。
Oh, is she a wanderer? Why? How did, like, I wanna question this. Let's see if I got the answer from.
申し訳ありませんが、おっしゃることの
Wait a
意味
minute.
が
I know Katayun. That's the one from Never story. It's the friend. Never friend. Not never friend. Never roommate. Right? So she become librarian, huh? I see. Katayun. That's what happened to
こ
you.
れの第5巻を返しに来たと言ってるだろ。
Okay, speaking of volume 5, are we talking about the Little Witch and the Undying Fire? Or something else?
図書館のリストではこのシリーズの第5巻は貸し出しされてい
What
ないのです
book?
わ。もともとお貸ししていない本を返していただくことはできかねます。
It's because of the Erwin Soul thing. What book is this? Volume 5? If this is really the book, it's not really a book. I think like the volume 5 is like just one sentence. I don't know. It's a letter.
なら、今あるバージョンには欠けた部分が多い。僕の手元にあるのが完全版だ。だから、図書館にあるものを置き換えてほしい。
Is it
と
about?
いうのはどうだ？
I think this is a book about something before Wanderer erase his existence. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Let's just
そのどうかご理
maybe
解
about
くださ
Dotori
い。
actually.
図書館は厳格な管理で成り立つものなのです。お言葉一つで貴重な蔵書
Yeah,
を置き
that's
換
what
え
you
ること
get
は致しかねますわ。
for removing everyone memory. Wanderer.
し
Hello, how are you here?
あ、お前
Wandering Tom. Okay, what are you?
ああ、君たちか。
Why are you here? I have suspicion. Yes, I mean because I watched the live stream. Not to mention the whole thing about memory, Irwin Soul, but why exactly you here? I thought you investigating about Dottore. That's in the last episode in the Archon quest.
なんでこんなところにいるんだ？
遊学者がここにいることの何がおかしい？
No, that's not. Paimon asking the right question here. Paimon is me somehow.
この前などくらいで会ったばか
See,
りな
yeah,
のに、
Paimon,
急にまたスメールに戻ってくるなんて。
you smarter than usual. What happened? Did you change, Paimon? You asking the right question and to the point. Yep, that's what I wanna ask. The last time we seen you in Nordkreis, so why you here? It's because of this confirmation. This took place after Luna 3, I think. Luna 4 requirement will be need to complete Draco Rubedo Chapter 1 100%.
戻って処理することがあってね。
Uh-huh.
ちょっとした理由で消えてしまった資料を整理したから、ここに返しに来たんだが。
So, what book? Volume 5? What are you reading?
これからやろうとしてることを考えて、肩の荷を一つ下ろそうと思ってね。
What are you gonna do?
そっちこそ、どうして浮かない顔をしてるんだい？
You're like a kid puppy. Everyone forget about me, anyway.
カサッチ。
Okay.
よかった。僕のことを忘れていないんだね。
Yeah, why only... That's so random.
どういう意味だ？
You know what's happening, Irwin Sul? I also know what's happening. But I don't think anyone else know except us. The only two people know about the Irwin Sul memory stuff.
また悪化したのか。
Oh, so you have any idea what's going on? I see.
何か知ってるのか？
Exactly. Oh, Feynman! Why you know what I'm gonna think? Why do you know what I'm thinking? Who are you? Are you Paimon? Anyway.
ドゥリンがシムランカを離れたばかりの頃、
Okay.
一緒にスメールをしばらく旅した。
I see.
その途中、資料を整理していたら、
Oh.
偶然にも奇妙な現象に気づいたんだ。
Uh-huh.
シムランカのドゥリンと書くと、その文字は一定時間後に必ず消えるんだ。
Wait, there actually a book mentioning Simon Durin? What? Who? Huh? And then the record disappeared because we changed the fate of Durin or something?
つまり、ドゥリンに関する記載はすべて、
Oh, okay.
モンドの雪山に落ちたあの悪竜を指し示すものとなる。
Who create? My question is, who create the Durin of Simulanka text? Or yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, he was working. Basically, I think he created the story of the Durin of Simulanka, I guess. And then when he recheck again, somehow the record gone. Because okay, yeah, I understand now. So this happening. Okay, so it's not recent. This just confirm my confusion. Why now? It's not now. It's always been. It's just tiny little bit that no need to be important until now. So I think I understand what's happening here is basically because of the fate stuff. What Barbelot say, the name Durin is just too intertwined with Teyvat fate. So I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe I guess I know what we're gonna do. Irminsul is the answer. Just remove Durin. Oh no, what? Actually, if we did the exact thing like that, remove the Durin information or on Irminsul, that would change anything in one, everything in one stat history. Like what the? I don't know. I don't know. Even Fenty appear at the end, probably questioning that. I think at the end of part 3. So, this is interesting. Now the story actually become more serious now. I think. I don't know. This is my assumption. I don't know what we're gonna do actually.
どうやってそんなことに気づいたんだ？
カサッチはシムランカでの出来事がすごく気に入ったみたいで、
Yeah,
旅
Sashi the
行
one
記
who
を
write
書こうと
the
し
thing.
てたんだよ。
Travelog. Okay, Wait, is Kasashi love Simulanka's I? Is it?
そんなことはどうだっていい。
Okay.
君はこの世界の地脈の影
See,
響を受けないん
yeah.
だ
I know what you're talking
ろ。僕
about.
が言わんとすることはわかるはずだ。
Yep, Irminsul.
彼は僕とは違う。どちらかというと、この世界自体が彼の存在を拒んでいるらしい。
Why does it remind me of Columbina? The Teyvat reject her or something. I don't know.
最初は記録に影響を及ぼす程度だったものが、 今や彼と顔見知りの者にまで影響が及んでいる。
I see.
このまま放っておくといつか全世界から忘れ去られてしまうかもね。全世界？それってモンドのみんなやカサッチも。
Yeah, I think technically head guy with the head guy still part of the ley line.
何を心配してく
I
れてい
know
る
I'm
の
not,
か
but I don't
ず
know
っ
what.
とわからなかったけど、そういうことだったんだね。そんな
Oh,
こと
I
より
skipped it.
今は解決方法だ。
I think Wanderer actually trying to see the answer for that. I think. I don't know why. Maybe it's connected to Dottore actually. Maybe, I don't know. But let's see. Okay.
あの魔女は自分の子供のことをかなり気にかけていたようだな。こんな本まで用意するなんて、君たちが探している答えも
Now the
こ
thing
の
is,
中にあるんじゃないのかい？
in order we got to enter the thing, we need to solve the riddle first.
もちろんオイラたちもそう思ったぞ。でも
Yeah,
まず
something
は
like
次
that.
の章を開くための思い出を見つけないといけないんだ。
ふむ。ちょっと見せてもらえるかい？
I mean, of course, if you're gonna help, it's Durin.
本に隠された秘密に少し興味があるだけだ。
I too, I wanna know.
それに、今取り組んでいたことも手続き上の問題でしばらくは
Excuse me, what?
進められそうにない。
I have run into a bit of a red tape. What are you searching? It is Dottore stuff? I think that's probably Dottore stuff, but
もちろん、いくらでも見て。ん？
what is it?
今回の思い出はお前のことだったのか。
What the? How? So the answer is Wanderer. How in the world? Go to that place for it was there that something filled it first breath of wind. So the place is actually Wanderer Revelation. The Sea
竜の
Witch.
こと紺色の野良猫には似ているところがたくさんあり、二人はす
How
ぐ
did
に友達
they
にな
know
りま
about
した。
this story as well? Who? Is this
野
because
良
of
猫に
Barbella?
誘われて竜の子は塔を出て外の世界を旅したのでした。
This is the future from Anya perspective.
竜の子は外の世界が大好きになり、もっとたくさんの友達を作って竜としての自分の物語をみんなに話したいと思いました。野良猫はこの物語を気に入り書き残そうとしました。しかしその時野良猫は気づきました。この物語は
How
ど
do
う
you-
書いても
Who
悪
write
友の
this?
物語
I don't
に
think
なっ
it's
てし
Anya
まうことに。
actually. How did Anya? Oh, I need to click this one. Are we in Irmin?
こ
So
れがこの章の世界
a
か。
bit different.
巨大な木の上にいるみたいだな。
The story just now.
この章は僕がテイワットに来たばかりの頃の話だと思う。
Okay.
この章を開く思い出がカサッチのとこにあったのも納得だ。
How did your
あの頃はいつ
mom
も一緒
know
だった
about
から。
this, Durin?
ちょっと待て。なんだいこの姿は。
Wait a minute. Okay, now I understand. This is what Durin remember. So remember where Kirara looking like a box, and so this is how. Okay, so we actually see how Wanderer look like. So if okay, does that mean the story Wanderer when the actual Wanderer become into the story setting, it changed into story Wanderer character. Does that mean in the actual no, I mean in the story we actually have Dodoko form. So I guess people with Dodoko form will look exactly the same, but people with does not have Dodoko form turning into character or something. That's interesting. Look at that. This is the first time we actually see the 3D model for this cat thing. This is all comical cat looking.
カサッチもこの物語のキャラクターになったからじゃないかな。
It's basically how Durin see you. The current Durin or the Durin mini Durin.
僕のこと野良猫だと思ってるのか。
Which is interesting that because Anya also thinking the same way. Unless, like I said, whoever create this book is not Anya. I don't know.
ありがたく思うべきだぞ。物語に出てきた他の仲間たちはこんなに特別じゃなかったぞ。
Okay.
カサッチとは一緒にいた時間が長いから印象がはっきりとしてるのかも。
はっきり。じゃあなんで旅人たちはいつもと変わらないんだ。
Yeah, because
旅人の方がもっとはっきりした印象を残せたってことだな。
sure, I guess that express. Also, maybe the Doko form. I don't know, maybe not.
ふーん。
Why am I a cat?
みんな、今日の冒険を始めるよ。
What the actual Durin in the story?
物語の中のデュリンだ。
この物語ではドゥリンと旅人は自分自身を演じなくていいってことかい。それとも君たち二人はもっと特殊な役割だとでも。
Yes, exactly. This is why we actually look like the Doko in the storybook. I think I was right. She's the only one who can make sense of it. I mean, sure, yeah, true. So yeah, because the reason why we look like ourselves here because we actually not, I mean, not us. If we actually see our version of story, maybe we actually have, I don't know.
野良猫さん、今日はどこに行く？
昔みたいにしっかりついてきてくれればそれでいい。
Okay, this is interesting. So, this is the first character, the first real life, the first Tefat, the first non-story character who actually become part of the story as part of the story ever was. Like we see in the cat Durin, I mean cat Wanderer, not the actual visual, but only the voice at the end of when we come back to the book, right? But this is actually the real Wanderer, not the cat Wanderer. But then it turned him into an actual part of the story, which means we're not in the story. Traveler Faimon is not an actual character in the story, it's just addition. Just like Durin here, not the Durin this one, not the Durin, not the mini Durin, but the actual Durin. But Makoto is actually part of the
じゃあ
story.
おしゃべりしてもいい？
I mean, technically, he is the key to unlock this chapter anyway.
勝手にしろ。
Okay.
初めて会った時からこういう感じだったのか？
そうだよ。
それで一体どうすればこの世界から出られるんだい？
We need to complete the story.
今までの感じからすると語り手がヒントをくれるはずなんだけど。
So yeah,
俺、
where is
そうい
he?
えばこの章では何をすればいいんだっけか？
物語のつる草は集まり、天にも届く大樹となった。
Oh, okay.
しかし物語を持たない竜の子は大樹の枝の間をさまよい、居場所を見つけられずにいました。
Doesn't look like Ermin's soul though.
竜の子はここを離れ、居場所を探さなければなりません。
Home.
ここで立ち止まっていると、このま
Ah,
まみん
so
な
that's
に
what's
忘
gonna
れ
do,
ら
huh?
れてしまうから。
Wait, does that mean Durin doesn't feel like home? The monster? I don't
こ
know.
こを出る？どこに行けばいいの？
City of Moon.
竜の子は途方に暮れてしまいました。 未知なる善とは鶴のようにいくつにも枝分かれして迷える霧の奥へと続いています。しかし幸い、道の先には正しい方向へと導いてくれる者がいるようです。
That's Barbelot.
彼女のもとに行けば
Why did
何
you
かわか
hear
るかもしれません。
when the title actually the sheer? I mean, makes sense, I guess. We see Alice when the title actually connected to Alice, the Merry Witch. This time was what? Revelation? I think the title was the Seer Witch. But that's it for this video. Because of what I did at the beginning, I don't think we can finish the video. I mean, day 4 in this video. But no worry, I will continue immediately, but I will change the video basically. I will, start a new video recording after this. Anyway, until next video, bye.